Hi everyone, it's Mike here. So don't forget to click that subscribe and bell icon to receive a notification each time I upload a new video. It's Monday morning, about 7:15. I've had the most horrendous night's sleep. I woke up in the middle of the night with real stabbing pains in what can only be described as my bowels. I'm sorry to include you in this one. It's gone now, pain's gone now, but yeah, just a real kind of gripey, like pulsating kind of pain right in the lower backside kind of area, and it stayed with me for about 3 hours. I won't kid you, I was ready to die. It was that painful. I thought it might just be trapped wind or whatever, blah blah blah, but no, it wasn't. But eventually it did kind of subside, so and I'm okay this morning. So I'm actually beginning to wonder whether I actually dreamt the whole thing. You know what I mean? It's Monday and it's just gone lunchtime, and after a bit of a rocky start this morning, I've kind of shaken myself out of it. Obviously had a shower, bit of a shave, bit of a tidy up, made myself feel a lot better, taken some headache tablets because I've still got a bit of a headache, and then just kind of threw myself into Monday morning work. Now luckily I did all of my website order processing yesterday while Ian was away, so I didn't have any of that to do this morning. So I've been able to get in and start doing a few tweaks and things to the website that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and work on some new stuff too. Had a phone call from Indigo Blue this morning, confirming my next TV appearance. So not going to be until August, but plenty of time to prepare. But yeah, they want me to go back on again on the 5th of August, so that's good news. So the rest of the day, I've got a few bits and pieces that I want to do here. I've got some Excel spreadsheets to convert to open source document, the OSD, or is it ODS software, because my copy of Microsoft Office is so old now that because they've updated all the software onto the Macs, onto something to do with 32-bit to 64-bit or 16 to 32, something like that, my old version of Microsoft Office no longer works or functions properly on my Mac. And I don't want to spend the money on updating it to the newer version because it's a rip-off. So I'm converting everything over from Excel spreadsheets and Word documents into the new open document, ODS, Open Office anyway, because it's free. So why would I want to pay £120 for some software when I can get similar software for absolutely nothing, and it's totally cross-compatible too? It's a no-brainer really, isn't it? You're just checking the date?
Yeah, it is the 14th.
It is the 14th, I thought it was. It's Tuesday, the 14th of May. And I'm still poorly. Still not feeling 100%, but I'm battling on and soldiering on.
Oh,
I know.
the drama.
The drama of it. Anyway, the reason I wanted to talk to you today was I've just sat and edited a video. Now, it was an art journal page. Now, this is the one that was live on the 14th, Tuesday the 14th. So you're going to be seeing this next Wednesday. So it's over a week old now.
Like time travel.
It is timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It was the Queen of Hearts art journal page. Now, when I sat and did the art journal page, it took me well over 2 or 3 hours to complete the page over the period of one full day. So I had to keep leaving it, going back, doing other stuff, coming back to it, because obviously life stuff had to happen in between: cooking, cleaning, tidying, taking, washing out and all that kind of stuff. So it took me about 3 hours. Obviously the actual filming of the project only took the length of time it took to create the project, which was still a couple of hours. once I'd edited it all down, fast forwarded some pieces, it was still an hour long. So my question to you guys, please leave some comments below. Do you prefer the shorter videos where I'm talking, possibly narrating and speeding up, or do you prefer the long process videos where I'm not speeding anything up but they possibly take longer? I know people's attention spans are limited these days. I appreciate that, because regardless of what people say, people do tend to click off videos after about 10-15 minutes. Because the statistics and the analytics that I get from what people do tell me that that's exactly what people do. There is a lot of you out there that do stick with the videos right the way through to the end, and for that I do thank you, because that does help me a lot if you do watch the video completely all the way through. But I know there's a lot that don't.
I don't.
Well, I know you don't. You very seldom watch my videos anyway.
I watch you do it. It's like watching a recording on Sky.
I know. But then again, you sometimes do watch the vlogs as well. And
I do watch the vlogs and I'm in it.
And you're there. You're in them. Anyway. So my question to you guys is, please let me know, do you like the longer videos where I'm doing everything real time, with maybe a little bit speeded up? Or do you prefer the more condensed versions of videos? I know a lot of you like to watch my videos on coffee breaks and that kind of stuff, so quarter of an hour to 10 minutes is ideal for you. But I can't necessarily do everything. Like, that project took me at least 2 hours to complete, and even if I did that in real time, you know, nobody wants to sit and watch a 2-hour video. Honestly, even I wouldn't want to do that.
Unless it's Mr. Bentley. Talking of which,
yes, hello. He's just come downstairs. So yeah, so that's my question. So please leave me a comment in the comment section below as to what you prefer. Do you like the longer ones? Do you prefer the shorter ones? Do you like it when I do short ones and just narrate over the top? Or do you like the real-time ones, regardless of how long they are? Please do let me know. So, taking advantage of the nice warm weather and the fact that I'm pretty much caught up with everything that I need to do, I've come out to get my hair cut. Ta-da! So all nicely skinned for sure, and I feel a lot better, a lot better. Better put my seatbelt on. Whoops. So it's 2:45. We thought we'd have a little walk out to the post office in the sunshine, and then all three of us
afternoon, everyone.
go for a little walk as a family.
It's a bit too warm to play though.
Yes, it is a little bit too warm to play today.
Frisbee in. I'm about to get tripped up by the dog.
Heading straight for the shade, have you noticed?
Yeah.
It's Wednesday, 12:30. And I'm going through to Mum and Dad's early. It's mainly because I'm coming home tonight. I'm not staying over. So we're testing out a trial run of just coming during the day, because in a week or so we'll be in the new house and there'll be no need to stay over, because Mum only lives a quarter of an hour away from the new house. Well, quarter of an hour, 20 minutes away from the new house. So yeah, so we're just kind of trialing how easy it's going to be to go shopping in the afternoon rather than in the early evening, because normally we do it about 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock-ish in the evening, so going a bit earlier in the afternoon is going to be a bit different. Not that much different, but still a little bit different. So I'm just trying to kind of like ease them into it so it's not too much of a culture shock. The weather is absolutely glorious as well. Beautiful, beautiful day today. We've been sat out this morning. I got up fairly early this morning. I went to bed early last night because I wasn't feeling particularly good. So went to bed early, got up early, and I was able to do pretty much all of my kind of day job stuff, because I'm still doing bits of day job stuff, website, YouTube, all that kind of stuff by about 10:30. So me and Mr. Puppy Dog have been sitting in the garden, sunbathing. He's been spark out, laid out across the garden furniture, and I've been sat sipping coffee and enjoying the sunshine. Maybe see if I can get a little bit of colour. So it's Thursday, the 16th of May, just after lunch. And yesterday we were kind of hoping that the solicitors, the lawyers, would exchange contracts on the house. Unfortunately, we found out late on yesterday afternoon that that wasn't possible. Their solicitors are still waiting some paperwork. Don't know what. So they weren't able to do it. So that kind of put the kibosh on that. So it may have to be put back now till next week, which is a bit of a pain, because as soon as we can exchange, that then sets the date for us actually physically moving out and into the new house. But before we can do that, there are a few jobs around the house that still need to be completed to our satisfaction. There's a couple of jobs in the garden that we're going to tackle tomorrow, but I'm not going to tell you what that is until tomorrow. But there's loads of other bits and pieces around the house in here. I've got to tackle a few bits and pieces in the craft room. There's junk and what I call invisible rubbish under the stairs, and there's stuff under the beds and on top of wardrobes that you get so used to seeing that you no longer see it, or after a while you no longer see it because it's just been there for that long. You no longer see it, and I call that invisible rubbish. So we're going to go and clear out under the stairs where the coats are normally kept and the vacuum cleaner, because there's boxes and boxes of stuff in there that we've forgotten what's inside it. There's stuff on top of the wardrobe, there's stuff under the beds. I've got stuff in the craft room that I need to attend to, and there's also the jobs in the garden that we're also going to tackle tomorrow, weather permitting. Whether we actually get it all done in one day, who knows? It may spill over into Saturday and possibly even into Sunday. I can't imagine it getting that far, because there's just not that much. We've already decluttered 2 or 3 times, so this is kind of like the final declutter, where all the bits and pieces that you forgot the first 2 times finally get taken out of the front door. So the plan for tomorrow, like I said, we tackle the garden stuff. I've got to do a few bits and pieces on the website today. I've got orders to process and get across to the post office. I've also got some drawing work that I want to, it is work. I want to sit down and I want to draw and do some drawing practice. But I probably won't video it. It'll probably just be for me to scratch out and get done. But that's kind of like my plan for the rest of today. Ian's out at the moment and he's taken Mr. Bentley with him. He's gone out and done a few errands. He's gone to buy bits and pieces for some of his machines, but he's taken Bentley with him because he's going to stop off at the PARK so they can go for a WALK or possibly even an RUN. And so he's going to try and tire Mr. B out for when he gets back. So the next couple of hours are going to be nice and quiet. So it's Friday morning and we're doing a little job we've kind of been putting off for quite some time. Involves working in the garden. So here's a view you don't often get in my vlogs. The bottom part of the garden, where the shed is.
Morning.
And the job we have to do today is to demolish it. So that's exactly what we're doing at the moment. So we're just stripping out the panels. We've taken, so far, the front part, the door, some of the back panels out. We're going to take out most of the actual side panels, and then we're going to kind of collapse it in on itself and then cut it up and then take it and put it in the dumpster. Go on then, fire away. So is this what they call an open concept shed?
I think so.
Like a roll top desk?
Roll top shed.
Ian,
Yeah?
I think the shed's tilted a little bit.
I think it's had too much to drink.
Is that Hurricane Thelma?
What? Hurricane film?
Hurricane Thelma and Louise. Okay, so now, ta-da! Shed gone, job finished, job's a good one.
Knackered.
It's now 11:50, so 10 to 12, 10 minutes to 12 on Friday. So as you saw, the shed has now been completely demolished, all tidied away in the skip, as we call them in the UK, dumpster. So I've had a shower, got changed, and now I'm going for a quick trip to the supermarket. Mr. Bentley is almost out of his nutritional biscuits and we're out of milk. So I'm going down just to grab a few bits and pieces. So I've had a little bit of further news about the house sale. So fingers crossed, possibly we may be exchanging contracts today. That's if the new buyers' solicitors are that way inclined, the lawyers are that way inclined to do it today, because you know they're kind of dragging their feet a little bit. We think it's because they're in rented. We're not sure when their tenancy runs out, but we think they might be trying to just drag it out a little bit. So, but our solicitor's not allowing them to do that. But we'll see. We should know by the end of the day as to whether or not we've actually exchanged contracts. And then if that's the case, that's then legally binding. They can't pull out. So the next step is literally packing up and moving. A noisy fan. It's now 1 o'clock. So I've been back home after doing the shopping. Bought the favourite on Blu-ray. So looking forward to watching that with Olivia Colman. And had lunch, and then I've put my coat back on again, and I've come out to do the post. So quite a few parcels, large parcels this time, going to the States. So they've been down to the main post office, so they've all been sent off, all tracked, signed for, and now I'm just wending my merry way back home again. So Linda's just rang me while I was out, so I should be giving her a tinkle when I get back home. So all good fun, and the sun stayed out as well. It was forecast for rain today, but we've had none at all, which is absolutely brilliant. So hopefully we may get through the weekend without any rain. We live in hope, always and forever. It's 8:30 on Saturday, the 18th of May, and the sun is just shining so brightly this morning. So yesterday we kind of demolished the garage, got everything into the skip. We're now tackling, not the garage, the shed, sorry. Today we're tackling the garage. So we've got stuff from Ian's mum and dad's old house. We've got stuff from my craft room that's going in there as well. So we're continuing to clear out and get rid of some of the larger items today. So it's going to be one of those busy days. Is already out walking Mr. Bentley. As you can tell, I've not had a shower yet, but I do have my coffee. So I'm still trying to wake up. So it's going to be one of those days of to-ing and fro-ing, going backwards and forwards from the garage, cutting pieces of wood up, stripping bits of furniture down, and then I'm eventually, or finally, they're going in as well. So the blue drawers will be going into, I'm getting rid of them. There's not enough room for them in the new house. So that's it. They're on the way out. It's going to be a sad day today, I think. So it's now about 9:20. As you can see, all empty and all ready to go into the dumpster. I will be very sad to see these drawers go, but equally there'll be something nice to replace for the new house. So it's about 3:30 on Sunday, the 19th of May, and I've finally had a chance to actually sit down and have a look and do the mid-month mini mission inspiration for May. Now for May, because Doris Day has recently passed away, I think it was on the 13th, I thought that I'd use one of her song lyrics for the inspiration for this month, just a kind of a little tribute. So that's what I chose from one of her songs called With a Song in My Heart, and I just thought it was kind of relevant and pertinent to the fact that she's just passed away. So heaven opens its portals to me. So I was thinking about that, and I thought to myself, well, what can I do? What does, you know, heaven and portals, what does that actually mean? Well, portals to me are like kind of circular, sweeping round kind of things, and obviously heavenly colours are a kind of blues and creams and whites, and with maybe just a little bit of sparkle. So I thought that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I kind of sat down and went through some of my Americana paints and pulled out half a dozen, 3 or 4 different shades of blue, which I thought would work well together, some darker ones, some mid-tones and some lights. And then I pulled out my buttermilk and then the white paint, and then I went to indigo blue. And I didn't actually go to indigo blue, I went into my indigo blue paint drawer, if you like, and I pulled out some gold. This is the gold finger, which works really, really well when you just water it down and flick it with a fan brush or a small brush, and that's what I did. So again, 8x8. The little silhouettes are one of the Tim Holt paper dolls, and all I did was just flip it and paint it on the reverse in black. Thank you, Mr. Bentley, I'll be there in a second. Yeah, so you can see the gold splatters, you can see that swirl. Kind of a sad page, really, when you think about it. I mean, it's almost like, you know, somebody's been led into the light. Caroline. Head to the light, Caroline. Anyway, so yeah, you've got a little kind of like sparkly, kind of like stars in the background. You've got that lovely portal of light. And then I chose We Are Stardust from the Joni Mitchell song, just to add, because, yeah, we are all stardust and we will return to stardust one day. And I just thought, do you know what? I know it's not particularly a happy page, but it's how I felt doing this. You know, Doris Day, great lady, genuine, lovely person, never a hint of scandal, and she dedicated the rest of her life, once she'd retired, to rescuing and providing animal sanctuaries. So beautiful, beautiful soul. So that's pretty much my Sunday. As you can tell, Mr. Bentley is now vying for attention, so I'm going to go have a little play and a rough and tumble with him for a bit. Ian's working in the garage trying to finish off a spaceship. He's been commissioned to build a big spaceship, which he's almost finished. So if we've got time, and if he's that way inclined, I will get him to film a little bit. But if it's not finished, then I know I won't want to show it until it actually is. So if you don't hear from me again after this video, after this little snippet, it means that is not ready. So I will just quickly say, just in case, that's all from me for this week. I will see you all again next. Bye for now. I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of my angels, because without you, these videos would not be possible. Thank you.